And so I guess that's where I started to be torn about why am I a Christian? What's really going on here? And I'm in campus and this thing comes out and it's called The Secret. The law of attraction. So I remember there's a course we're doing about at Daystar, Christianity and the media, right? And so we have to come up in different groups, come up with a thing that's gonna show how the media is edging out Christianity or how the media is pushing different agendas and where Christianity has to play in that. So my group were like, oh my gosh, we have to use The Secret because it's about creating your own reality and it's about the law of attraction. Whereas Christianity is more about the will of God and following the will of God. And so we do this presentation and we're expecting this huge debate and everyone is like, yeah, that's how it is. Like, you're supposed to create your own reality, duh. And I'm like, wait, am I the only one who didn't know about The Secret? Everyone in class was like, yeah, no biggie, yeah, we get it. You have a vision for your life, you set goals and you go for it. And for me, it was completely opposite from what I've been learning all along, whereas you seek God's will and you go out and you make disciples and like your life is supposed to be for Jesus, for God. So now I'm presented with an alternative. You mean I can create my own reality? You mean I can have my own dreams and visions? You mean I don't have to pray? You mean God won't strike me dead if I go out? You mean God won't strike me dead if I make out with a guy? You mean it was just like a what? Have I been in the right place?
Have I been cocooned?
Yeah. So then I started to explore, I guess, what you would call the world. Yes.
And when is this? Are you still in hip hop?
This is now when it's starting to dissolve, actually.
Okay.
Because there was a bit of drama in hip hop, if you remember.
Yes. Giuliani wanted to go solo. No, anyway, it wasn't Giuliani.
Yeah, there was that.
People were growing as artists.
People were growing as individual artists. I think even at Kijiji, there was an issue, and this is not to put anyone on blast or to aerate anyone's drama, when it came to the production side of things, if you remember. So there was a breaking of hip hop, and people were going off and doing their own things. So it just coincided with now this time for me to go out and explore.
But is this before Chit Chat?
This is actually after Chit Chat.
Okay,
this is after Chit Chat. So hip hop has become Chit Chat.
Okay, so oh my God, I'm fully getting this.
Yeah.
So you're in Daystar, you're in hip hop, you're doing a lot of BGV for hip hop.
Yeah.
Hip hop was 100% Christianity. And with Blackman being our co-producer.
Yes.
And then Blackman leaves Kijiji to go do Blackman Entertainment. And then Kanji also leaves to go do Kijiji at a different location. Now it's South Sea. And that's when he gets the idea of all of us who have remained becoming this group called Chit Chat.
Chit Chat, yes.
So explain, because it was a 3-song era, although out of the 3 songs only 2 came out.
Yeah.
But explain what that was, because even sound-wise that changed.
Yeah, it did.
And actually that's where the tour came, because it was Mabadiliko tour, 100 high schools, 15 universities.
Yes. Wow. Yeah. So Chit Chat happens, and it's really a Christian pop group, and the thinking was, how can we reach young people who are into fashion, who are into pop, who are into just being young and being hip, but then being completely for Jesus still. So I remember our first single was, oh, I like your hair, I like your shoes. Like, I like the outside presentation, but there's something more about you that's internal, right?
This another one. Chit Chat. Feel it.
zamani, Adidas old school, pele pele kalkani. Those days zilikuwa gali, nimebarikiwa sasa wanasema njumu zangu kali. Ati hiyo jeans imetoka mbali, sini ya majuu sijaiona pahali. Mna hata point mnafaa kucheki ndani, angalia vizuri ndio muone ni aji.
Of course, when I pin the lip gloss. No one I need for 5 mics from the sauce. When I need check your head to toe like I'm the boss. Ati girl, dem and up in the plus. Lakini best kuna chenye unafaa kusi. More to me, car personality. See your jeans in a car, jeans in a nga, jeans in a bar. He's a jeans brother.
Oh, I like your shoes. I like your hair. The clothes you wear. You're fresh, you're fly. I really like your style.
It's not my jeans, my t-shirt,
But I really like your style.
baby, there's more to me than what's on the outside.
But I like it, I
Si
said.
ganji, si simu.
But I really like your
Baby,
style.
there's more to me than what's on the outside.
So I guess that was my first experience with pop, with making pop music or reaching for pop music.
First one was buzzing.
This feeling, oh, this feeling, I can feel it, oh, can you feel it? This feeling, oh, this feeling, I can feel it, and it's something like
Busy, blah, man, I'm so buzzing. Stress free, guess who's back? No bugging. Dee-dee-dee-dee-da, brought a few friends along. My 300 chit-chat crew. So sweet buzzing. Keep the feeling coming. Feeling that I'm loving. Danny busy buzzing.
this feeling, oh, this feeling, I can feel it, oh, can you feel it? This feeling, oh, this feeling, I can feel it, and it's something like,
It's so sweet buzzing, juke-a-boo.
and it's something like,
It's so sweet buzzing, juke-a-boo.
and it's something like,
It's so sweet buzzing, juke-a-boo.
and it's something like,
It's so sweet buzzing, juke-a-boo. Chit-chat got a question to ask.
Fellas, how you feeling on the inside?
So sweet.
Ladies, how you feeling on the inside?
we buzzing.
Wale machale huko hali gani?
Juke-a-boo.
Yeah.
Hisiaza utamu.
So sweet buzzing, juke-a-boo.
So sweet, buzzing niko juka boo. Waku kuliko feeling ya kubanjuka tu. Some said it ain't all that ni ya udu, lakini hawakupata walisikia tu fununu. It's got a hold of me like cardiac.
Buzzing. Oh wait, the first one was buzzing. So sweet. See how I even blocked it out of my memory.
You blocked it out.
I blocked
I'm so
it out.
Why? But my question, I want. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why? What is it that you look at that era
Yeah.
from a perspective of you've blocked it? I actually do feel like you've blocked it, and I'm trying to figure out. Yeah.
Okay. So first, it's so layered. That's a good question. One is the complexity of the gospel industry. So I talked about classism in primary school, in high school. It's also there in the gospel music industry, right? So for us, there was always the struggle of feeling like we were the Barbie kids, or like what we were doing was not for the masses. It was too niche. And so to me, I was hungry. I was hungry for power. I was hungry for fame. I was hungry for success. I was hungry for glamour. And us guys were just over there in the corner.
With our 400 guys.
With our 400 guys. And
as compared to Daddy Owen.
Yes, and we weren't winning the awards. We were there, but we weren't like the big players, right? It always felt like, it felt like that. And now I understand it's because my focus wasn't necessarily souls. my focus wasn't necessarily like ministry at the time. Yeah.
Okay.
I was in it to grow as an artist, and this was the avenue I had as a gospel artist, but internally I had not received the fullness of the gospel, or I hadn't really had an encounter with God. But I was in the house. I was in the house.
I get it.
I was in the house, but I didn't understand the blessings of being in the house, the protection of being in the house. When I say the house, I mean the house of God.
Yes, I get it.
I didn't understand the grace that comes with that, or the goodness, or the blessings. There was so much favor there. Now when I look back at how easily things would come to me, because at the same time I was doing lots of advertisements, like I was doing billboards, I was flying to India for ad shoots, like things would just come to me.
We're going to get there. Like, I do agree your life was filled with some, you are not trying. I remember we just look like, Dia's just gotten and been called for to do this ad. Dia's like, and I'm like, she just has one song. And then you have a video. You get? Yeah. But I'm so, because I feel like this period, this hip, and I speak it because I was there. I was there. I saw you come. I saw you during your whole duration there. I saw you leave. I saw some of the struggles that you faced there. Yeah. And part of me understood that you were growing, that you needed to, of course, taste life. Yeah. But I've never heard you say what you're saying now, which was, this place wasn't giving me the fame that I wanted.
Yeah. I wanted fame, I wanted power. And now it's with the understanding that came from a need. I felt powerless. I felt unseen. I felt inferior. So music was a tool to fill that void. And in this space, it's not filling it. In fact, if anything, it's confirming all the things that I feel about myself. Because I'm not celebrated here. I always used to desire for like a preacher or a prophet to come to me to give me a word. You know the way you guys would always be told, yeah, Pastor Simon just pulled me aside and told me I'm going to go to the nations. And he prophesied over me and said, these CDs will do what? Like, you guys were always being pulled aside to be poured into, like, to be commissioned, to be like, there was something special. And I craved that. I wanted that so bad, and I would never get it.
But you did. And this is what I mean by that is, when it comes to the Groove Awards, how old are you at this time? But you are there on the stage.
20. And that's the thing. I didn't see those things as
when it's the Village Christmas, the musical. Yeah, you are there on the stage, like soloing. You're not even being given. Maybe that
I
one
remember
song.
soloing.
Maybe there's one song you soloed. I even used the R. Kelly thing. I remember
Yeah.
it. I have that video. It's this one.
Okay, yes, no. So, those things that would happen, it's almost like
But I get what you're saying. No, it's okay. You've explained it. You are
I
not.
didn't have the insight I have now
Aha.
to understand that no, you are blessed. No, there are opportunities for you. It might not be as the biggest star,
Yeah.
but look, you're performing at Groove Awards.
Yeah.
Right, but me that wasn't enough. I want to have the most successful skiza tune. Like I want to be winning the award. I had
get it.
the hunger for the spotlight. I had that hunger for success. For
Which I don't think is a bad thing, let me say.
Yeah.
Let me also not look at it from a negative perspective. You had bigger aspirations.
I had much bigger aspirations, but I think the thing. It's not bad to have aspirations. It's what's fueling it.
Aha.
Is it inadequacy? Are you trying to fill a void, or are you trying to reach your highest potential? Because those are two very different things.
I get it.
Yeah.
You were trying to fill a void.
Yes, completely.
Hey, okay, I don't want us to quickly run over this because you've talked about some things which are beginning to happen. Like you have to understand, like you've talked about beginning to be called across to do an adverts of India. Like you started making money.
Yeah.
And not small time money.
No, I was making money, bro.
Yeah, you are like
Yeah.
you became a face. Where did this money start? Like
Yeah. I think when MTV Mamas came to Kenya, like there was a big MTV Mama ceremony.